All right, now we're on a 30-second delay, just to let you know.
Oh, okay. Are the comments delayed by 30 seconds too?
No, those are live. Hold on here. I want to wait a second here. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
No, I can't. Okay, live. Hold on here. I gotta. Hold on here. I want to. There we go. All right. Can you still hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, we're live. We figured this out. I haven't done this in a while, and this is Michael's first time, so we have a virgin here on the live streaming process. You know, but we're gonna pop his cherry tonight, fellas. You know, he's like a 16-year-old kid on prom night, gonna have a great time.
Now wait, Justin. You want me to go to YouTube right now? I'm on the StreamYard.
Yeah, the StreamYard, the comments are coming up. See him next to him? There you go.
No. I don't see anything in StreamYard.
Okay, then you're gonna have to go to YouTube.
Oh, I'm in private. Okay, here it is. I was in private chat.
Yeah, go to comments. That's all. You're good now. I got it figured out.
We're good.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, we're here to discuss our challenge. Mike, apparently you got some news that you found a machine, right?
Yes, I did.
Now, I heard through the grapevine that it is a Michael Sabo special.
Oh, it's going to be a Michael Sabo special, that's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like it might be in boxes and whatnot. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll disclose a little bit of information. It is in boxes. It's in boxes. I bought the frame. It's a roller, and then the rest of it's in boxes. And I got $1,200 to spend. That's what you get to hear.
Okay. Well, I'll disclose some information. I bought mine. All I had to do was add gas, and it started. Let me rephrase that. Fresh gas, and I have $1,100 left.
I see. Oh no! All right. Well, we got about the same amount to put into it.
Yeah, we're pretty close on that. So, you know, you got me beat by 1 point, or basically 1 point up right now. So you're winning. You're winning.
So are we going to do a point per $50?
And
then you get 1 point per $50 under, and if you go over, it's 2 points deducted per 50.
2 points over. Yes.
I don't think I'm going to go over, dude. I think I'm going to have a good amount of points under.
Really? That's how you're saying that this roller that you bought in a basket. Okay.
Oh, you know what, Justin? The piston's all scored up and shit, and I'm going to run it.
It's all scored up and you're running it?
I'm going to run it, man. It's going to be a runner.
Oh,
that's going to be 4 points. That's like a $200 piston.
Also, wait a minute. It's a tractor. Because 4-stroke pistons are the only thing they're $200.
I knew you were going to pick that out. Except for it could be a CEO piston. But let's be real.
First of all, you're the first one that's blown one up.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. Okay. When you get a deal from the manufacturer, like, hey, dude, what happened? What? When you get an email from Eddie Sanders himself, which is kind of like getting an email from I'm trying to think. Maybe somebody from Mars, because he's a hard to get a hold of guy. And
he saw I ordered. He emailed me right away, asking what happened. He said, "Is everything all right?"
Everything all right?
He knew. Yeah. Just buying a spare piston.
It's fine. Hey, I got one for you too.
I know.
It's like, guys, after Michael blew up his stuff, since we're going to Oklahoma together, I bought what I call the Michael Sabo Dune Special. That is a complete top-end rebuild kit for his machine.
Yeah, this guy, he calls me. Sending pictures the other day. He bought like a whole new top end for my quad, and I'm like, you don't have a 310. And he says, "Listen, driver, you're rolling with Justin now.
Yeah,
this is Justin Sturgill Trucking. We're prepared for everything." He's like, "I was embarrassed." He says, "I was embarrassed."
I was really embarrassed that we couldn't fix it. I was like, this will never happen again. And that's what I told you. You know what I'm saying? See, because people are saying, well played. Sabo will blow it up in the first 5 minutes. See? They don't. We're going somewhere special. Why I got that is we're going somewhere special before it. And it's just to cover our basis. We're not driving 13 hours to to make some mistakes on the way in.
Yo, what's up, Johnny Sprockets?
You know,
Sean, I mean, I don't know about you, Justin, but I can drink Mountain Dew right before bed. I can have pre-workout energy drinks, and I sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're drinking Mountain Dew before it's 7:30 p.m.
I could drink Mountain Dew all hours of the day, and I can still fall asleep. You know, you get used to it. All right, you get used to it, Mike.
I think all my receptors in my brain are shot. There's just no effect, caffeine.
Yeah, there is none for me either. Like, I feel like now every once in a while when I get a white chocolate frappuccino with extra whipped cream from Starbucks with an extra shot, that will sometimes give me the jitteries, you know. But the ADHD doesn't help, you know, and sleep apnea, you won't be able to sleep on that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, guys, kind of we'll go over the rules here and kind of tell you we have a date picked out. It's going to be October 24th and 25th. We are going to be doing it at kind of a semi-private location close to me. They held a GNCC race right across the street and from where we're going, so that'll be pretty cool. Like I said, we're not the Instagram jabs are going to be going back and forth probably for a while. It'll probably slow down and then pick back up as it gets closer. Because we're going to film the build series and then release it all at one time. Mike, that's kind of how we agreed to do it. So, because I want to be surprised on what he brought, and then I want him to be surprised on what I brought. I think it'll add something to what we got going on. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, and we're trying to keep this as honest as possible because some of you guys, I've gotten like DMs and stuff saying that, you know, how are we going to prove that, you know, Justin only spent $3,000 or that I only spent $3,000? And it's basically just going to be our word. But I think I can speak for both of us in that this is like a lot of fun for us. We see this as a challenge. I don't want to cheat. I want to officially. I'm really, really trying to make the rules like pretty tight because I like doing competitions like this. But we have a whole list of stuff, and if there's any of you guys that are just like new here or don't know what's going on, what we did is we decided to have a $3,000 budget. This was Justin's idea, really. He called me like, what was it, 4 days ago?
Yeah, 4 days.
We were talking about doing a project like down the road, and the next day he went out and bought a fucking quad. So I had to go out and do it, but I'm happy. So yeah, we're talking about filming the whole thing, kind of like a production, and that way we can both do our quads, like the build series part of it. And it's not going to be, at least I don't know how Justin's doing it. It's not going to be as detailed as like the 250R. It's probably going to be more like the Maverick. If you guys watch the Maverick series, where just kind of like showing the struggles and showing what's going on, but not like how-tos and shit like that. We're really trying to make this come together really quickly because we want to have these ready for like mid to late October around then, hopefully. So that's not really that much time, especially like Justin was saying, like getting parts for quads can take a really long time. So that gives us about 2 months. We both already have the machines, and we can already start ordering up the parts. That should be plenty of time to have the machines ready, get the filming done, and then hopefully we can edit it up really quick so this can be a production that you guys see this year.
Yes, that's our plan, is to have a production that you guys see this year. We are looking into getting somebody to help edit the actual filming of the thing, because we're trying to do like this Top Gear challenge, because we want to take this into other challenges. Like the next one, I've got some good ideas. Mike has some good ideas on what to do next if this series is very popular. So we're trying to do it right the first time, and then we'll know what to do the second time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is good. We figured this was like a good kind of not low commitment start, but it was like an easy idea because we had all these other ideas, like all the way down to running mini quads.
Yes.
So basically, but this could be like the start of a really big thing where, like Justin said, almost like a Top Gear kind of show where we're always doing comparisons like this and kind of collaborating, because realistically, we're really not that far apart, about 8 hours. But like the way we're doing this, we're only most of the stuff we're doing remotely from our own places. And then once everything's done and we show up and we do the competition, then we'll release the actual build series and stuff. Because we can't do that now. Because if we were putting our videos out now showing the build stuff, I mean, I could say that I'm not watching Justin's videos, but nobody's really going to believe that, and vice versa.
Yeah. No, you would be watching because you would have to resell that thing and try to flip it real quick to make a profit to get something better.
That, and we're also one of the categories we're talking about doing is like appearance, and we don't want there to be a bias. So once we're done the quads, we're going to take pictures of both quads and put them up, and we'll make a poll for you guys to decide which one you guys think just looks better, literally. And if we release whose quad is whose, then there will be a bias, I'm sure.
Yeah. I was going to go over the rules. So we're really firm on the $3,000 budget. That's why we pointed it. We're doing off a 100-point system. So we're trying to have 3 judges, maybe 1 celebrity. Well, I guess the other ones would be celebrities too, because the last time we hung out with them, I felt like celebrities, right? You know, the queen, the queen and the princess might be there. They're trying to get there. They're interested. So we're going to have celebrity judges, and what they're going to do is me and Mike are going to ride the quads. So there's 4 different categories. There's going to be like a fan vote, which that's going to be on our Instagram pages. We're going to have a judge's score for like basically, again, appearance, handling, ergonomics, how they liked how good we did. And then we're doing our performance one, which is stopping. We're going to do a drag race, top speed, and then we're going to do a fuel mileage calculation. So somebody doesn't show up with like an ultra big bore that they say is stock. We're going to find out.
A very fuel efficient one.
Very fuel efficient. Yes, very fuel efficient. So those are kind of the categories. And then we kind of have like, I think there might be like a wild card category if anybody puts in the comments what else they would like to see. You know.
Yeah, all this stuff is subject to change. This is why we wanted to go live and kind of explain to you guys what's going on, because we get a lot of our ideas from subscribers.
Yeah. This idea was basically mine, but it was I thought it was a good idea.
Somebody put Rich Rebuilds once in on this. Doesn't he have like 700,000 subscribers?
Rich
Blake. Yeah, Rich Rebuilds. I think I just found his channel this past weekend. If it's the guy I'm thinking of, he's hilarious. He addresses the haters in his video, and the way he does it is hilarious.
Yeah. Mine is running on race gas. That is true. It may or not be heavily modded. I don't know yet. I haven't took the engine apart, but we are burning oil.
Yeah. He did the cyber quad. Okay. I'm reading the comments here, Justin.
I've never heard of this guy. He said,
I just found him this past weekend. He's pretty good. He's got a huge following. He's really funny though.
I would say that here a guy asked which one is more capable out of the two as riders. I would say we're both probably at the same level, maybe.
Probably, yeah, like intermediate. I'm really not that great of a rider, but we're talking about, like, when we talk about having the judges, one or two of the judges may or may not be a very skilled rider, but they're definitely better riders than us, and that way they'll have an unbiased opinion too. So we're going to have, I would say probably the 2 other guys that are going to be there will both ride both of our machines through the same courses, and especially the guy that owns the property, because he knows those trails and everything, and he'll really be able to push the quads to the limit. So like we will ride them, of course, and like for like the top speed stuff like that doesn't really take skill, but for like the handling and the jumping, it'd be kind of difficult for me to be like, well, mine's better.
yeah.
Be like, mine's better. So we'll have a third party ride them. There's some jumps out there they can hit, some like corners they can bank it, shit like that, and then say, you know, this one was probably like a 4 out of 5. This one was a 3 out of 5 or whatever.
Yeah. So one dude said we should build them and then race a GNCC race. The funny thing about that is one of my ideas is actually, I don't know if I want to release it, but it's me and Mike show up to a place and we have 4 hours to use Marketplace to buy a quad and ride it for the rest of the weekend. That was one of my ideas. And I think that would be absolutely hilarious.
Like buy it on the scene, show up with nothing but riding gear and gas.
Nothing but, yeah, even a gas can, because we could stop and get gas on the way back and then, you know, do that. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I would say that we're both. I consider my riding level a 40-year-old fat guy style. You know, that's how I ask them to set up my suspension. Like when they're like, "What kind of level are you?" I'm like, "Do you have something for a 40-year-old fat guy?" Because that's what level I'm at. You know, it's coming back slowly though. Like I've already got more confidence on the 250R.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I've ridden with some older guys that can rip quads. Today, when I went to pick up my quad, I don't know if you saw the post. The guy had like 10 quads.
I saw a gas. Did he have one?
He had a gas, yeah. All really rare quads this guy had. But he had a shitload of Cannondales. And that was like his thing. And I never touched one of those, dude. He's like, "Oh, you got to try it. The guy loves them. And I was like, no. And he had trails right by the side of the house. And he's like, "Come on, dude." He's like, I'll get on this one. You get on this one and just follow me. And I was like, okay. So I figured we'd just kind of be like putzing around. Well, he went into the trails and just fucking nailed it. And he was like even airing it out and shit. So I just went for it. You know what I mean? I chased the guy down, but he was 36. And he was like hospitalized years ago from something unrelated. So I mean, even with that, he was ripping those trails up, dude. And it's just because he rides all the time. He has those trails right next to his house. He said he'll just be working and he'll take a 30-minute break and go rip the trails, and then he comes back. But I'm just saying, he's 36 years old, and I wouldn't say he was like a really in shape or anything either. But he was definitely faster than me. We did like 2 laps, and the laps were like 3 or 4 minutes, 2-3 minutes. And by the end of the second lap, I couldn't keep up with him because I was getting tired.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't have.
And he probably wasn't even hammering it. When we got off the quads, I was like panting, and he's like, "Oh, what'd you think, man?" Like completely, you know, like he had just walked around the neighborhood.
Yeah, like, "Hey, dude, I'm trying to catch my breath. It was beautiful what you got going on here, but let me have something to drink and think about it for a minute." That's what I would have said.
I wouldn't say 36 is old, but definitely for motocross and stuff, I think.
Yeah, you just don't have the endurance. Yeah. You know, but so what else has been going on? Are you going to start working on this thing with the YZ 125 at the same time, just kind of in the background?
Yeah. So if you guys are following my channel, a lot of people are asking. I have another. It's also a basket case. I got a YZ 125 for free, and I've been waiting to finish up the 250R. So the budget video for the 250R is going to kind of wrap up that project, and then we're going to go right into the YZ 125. And I'm kind of going to do that simultaneously with this project because, like I said, this one isn't going to be so detailed. This one won't be as difficult to film, but the YZ, I'm going to have it'll be a lot more in depth, kind of like the 250R. And those videos take a lot of time. So what I might do is have my series where it'll be a video on the YZ 125, and at the end of every video, it'll be like an update of what's going on with the budget project.
Yeah, the budget build.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, I'll have to tell you about my day. So I came down this morning and I was looking at the machine that I bought, and I fell in love. So
thank you, Colin.
All right, Mike. So I almost went to like a Justin Sturgill level build on this thing and was going to completely blow it out of the water.
Like $40,000.
Yeah. Okay. Because I just got super excited about it. But I realized that this is more about the thing than like my goals. So I can already tell you, I know we talked about selling them and getting points. I'm going to lose that part of the challenge because I'm in love with my tractor that I bought. And I'm going to keep it.
Oh, man. We could just take that one out of the competition.
What, that one?
The whole selling thing.
Yeah, we might have to do that because I've grown emotionally attached to it as it sits here in all of its ugly gloriness.
You've had it for 2 days.
I love the way it sounds.
He called me the other day and he started it up. It sounds like shit.
It doesn't sound like shit. It sounds
like a John Deere.
It's a Gator, dude. I can do a lot of yard work and stuff like that, you know. But I'm just going to say that my wife had to talk me out of it because she said that, Justin, it's about winning the challenge, not about what you want. And I said, you're right. You're right. So luckily she was here, or it would have got really ugly because I already found a complete titanium bolt kit for it.
Dude, isn't a titanium bolt kit's probably like $400, isn't it? $400-$500.
For every bolt, it's $1,500.
Yeah. Can't afford that.
I can't afford that. I can't even afford the bearing carrier that it needs. I can't afford it. Yeah.
So you got $1,100 left over.
I do have $1,100 left over, but I would like to keep $1,100. Yeah. Gonna ride it the way it is. Not gonna do anything. Gonna pressure wash it off, get a carb cleaning kit, and run it.
I'm not falling for that for a second.
I'm running it. That's what I'm doing. It's already been decided. Can't fix it. You know, I'm just telling you, Mike. I fell in love with this thing. I love the way it sounds. It's awesome. And I bought a new pair of grips because the grips from being in the van for a year, okay, I'm down $27 in a pair of grips because they were so sticky it turned your hands black. You know what I'm talking about, Mike? Have you ever bought a quad that was been in the back of a utility van with?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was like these grips were disgusting.
It's like there's spray tack on them.
Exactly. It was like pine tar. My hands got like gross. You couldn't even like sit on it. I'm like, this is disgusting. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I will definitely be getting new grips for mine too.
Was yours in a van?
No, it wasn't in a van, but the steering stem is like this. I don't know if you can see, but the whole steering stem is bent sideways.
Is it so it's been wrecked? Is what you're telling me?
It's definitely been rolled, yeah, for sure.
Oh man, Mike. So you're gonna have to get out the heat and beat?
Either that or we'll see. Maybe I got so much left over here. I can just get a real nice Gibson steering stem or
Moto TV says I think a lawnmower might win. You could, because I don't know. Like, here's another thing that I've learned, and probably me and Michael both learned on this. Like, we thought the $3,000 budget was going to be kind of easy, but right now the ATV prices are so inflated. Did you run across that by looking?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because that's the same thing. Like the one Instagram post I made, people said $3,000 is a little high. And I mean, we could have done something for like $2,000 or even $1,500, but then it would have been really janky. Like maybe we'll do that down the road. But
yeah.
Like we could have done that. You can get a blaster for like $500 that runs.
Yes, I saw. Yes,
but that would almost be like a different type of challenge, I feel like. And then Justin bought a quad like before we even decided. So
no, we said $3,000 budget. Okay.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden Justin had a quad. So I was like, well, I'll give you that one. I didn't get a blaster.
You didn't get a blaster? Why didn't you get a blaster?
Because my knees hit the handlebars.
They got to make
like 3-inch risers or something.
Well, you could get a set of those mini bars that they put on like those little pit bikes.
Make it look like a chopper.
Yeah, that's what you should have done.
The original Banshee handlebars. They had like a 6-inch rise.
Yeah, like the 87 version. Those were crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I saw some stuff on there, Mike, that it was like this dude had an 07 400EX, like bone stock, completely muddy, no modifications done to it. And he's like, they were asking 3,800. I was like, this guy is out of his mind, you know? Steven Jackson, Michael probably will destroy me riding because I got a lot of other things to think about. Like Michael's a full-time YouTuber. He, like I'm not saying he could afford a hospital bill, but these dump trucks break every day, and I'm the only motherfucker that can fix them. So I have that going through my mind the entire time I ride. I'm like, I think I could make it, but no.
Chad, that's right. I did see blown up quads for $3,000, and I was talking to a couple business owners and like some of the companies that I work with, parts companies and stuff, and they all said that the power sports industry is like thriving right now because so many people they have time off and they're it's summertime, they're looking for stuff to do. So power sports is like killing it. But yeah, like there's definitely some inflation with the prices of quads. I mean, I saw some clapped out Banshees on there for $6,000. And then, I'm telling you, they were like junk. They were like blurry pictures and really, really junky quads. And they probably don't run very well either. And they're asking $6,000. That's even for a Banshee. That's way high.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, it's like that everywhere. Like I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like I remember you used to be on there, and if you saw something for $1,800, it was like beautiful. Now there's nothing.
And it's interesting. Some of the ones that are on there that actually are cheap, they're usually there's something like catastrophically wrong with them. And the guy the subscriber that I ended up buying the quad from today, he lives up in Durye, PA, which is like the coal region, and there's just so many quad sales up there, and he does that. That's why he had all these machines and stuff, and I think he's buying and reselling a lot. So he knew some of the machines that I had already thought about looking at, and he actually went and looked at this one quad that I was looking at, and he said, I told him what kind of quad it was, and he said, he said that's got a cracked frame because it was $1,800. It was a 450, and it was $1,800, and I'm sure as you saw, like it's hard to find any four. All the 450s were like, I like $3,000 was like the bottom.
Yeah,
and they looked like they were pretty clapped out. But the one that was $1,800 that I was thinking about looking at, good thing I didn't, because he said he had already gone out and the frame was literally snapped right in half on the bottom. Not included in the ad though.
That wasn't included in the ad. Jesus God, Michael. The government checks are contributing to the inflated prices. They are, man. Like, and that was one of the things is we were trying to get this challenge done. And then in the background, I was like, Mike, if we're trying to do this on a budget, there's going to be some things wrong with these things. And the parts availability is outrageous. Like right now on Rocky Mountain ATV, you cannot touch a front master cylinder rebuild kit for any type of quad. They're all out of stock. It's like, I don't understand that. Oh my God, 2 Vintage has a 450R.
You guys think we should invite him?
Do you think we should invite 2 Vintage? He lives in Montana, man. That's a long way down here.
Is that where he lives?
I thought that's where he lived. I thought he lived up in Montana.
I think you're right, actually. I just don't think I'd want to affiliate with that guy. I don't really have anything against him. I just don't.
Yeah, you're not a 2 Vintage guy.
No.
Some dude says no to 2 Vintage. 2 Vintage, sorry.
It would just be weird. It would be very weird.
Yeah, nope. You can't get a Motion Pro throttle cable. Yep, those are gone. Clutch cables are gone. There's my personal banker, Jason, right there. You'll probably meet him when you come down here. He used to have an LT 450, but kids and stuff happened. I go riding at his property sometimes. He's my personal banker. He's cool, dude. What's up, Jason? Bring your spray paint. I will tell you that mine has 9 different spray paint colors on them. None of them match.
Yeah, but Justin said that he's getting everything powder coated.
Nope, we're not doing that no more. We're riding it as is.
Spray paint. I think
I'm spraying it off, and whatever paint flakes off, that's what flakes off.
Are you gonna do the plastic bag special like we talked about? Take all the wheels off and put some plastic bags over the hubs and just spray paint everything, including the motor.
No,
and the exhaust.
No, you mean and the shocks and springs, like
the shocks, everything.
Yeah, somebody wanted what is it? A Suzuki LT or 400. They wanted $3,500 for it, and it was rattle canned exactly how you were talking. Negative. You're waiting on a clutch cable for a 400EX. I got 3 of them because it's the same as a 250R, I do believe, isn't it? The clutch cable on a 400EX, yeah.
I'm sure it would fit.
It would fit.
Wow. In January, you ordered the wheels? I don't know if there's a back order on wheels. I haven't really ordered anything. Luckily for the 250R, I pretty much had all the parts before the COVID stuff happened.
I have had a set of OMF bead locks on sale or on order since May, and they're still 3 weeks out.
You just got your OMFs for the 250R though. How long did that take?
From end of March till August. I just got them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Chris, I'll check my messages later. 2 Vintage is a loser. His 450 is a shit box. I looked at it. I don't think it's that big of a shit box. It's a stock 450. That's what they all look like on Facebook Marketplace. You know, like the guys that when you guys like watch that guy's channel, he's buying stuff off Facebook Marketplace. What do you think our stuff is going to look like? Mike paid $1,800. I paid $1,900. It's not going to look like the 250Rs. It's just not going to do it. Not with this type of budget. If we had unlimited budget, yes.
I really wish that I could show you.
I want to show you so bad too, but I can't.
We might have to move this before October 25th. I don't know if I can.
Oh, you're gonna have to wait. If I'm being patient, Michael, you have to be patient. All right, and I'm the most impatient dude ever.
Should we both confide in like one person, like the Queen? So Blake will know. He'll know what's going on, but he can't tell us.
Yeah, the Queen already knows what I have.
Oh, he does.
I ordered parts through him.
Oh, yeah.
To get a discount.
But yeah, DRW too. We kind of can't really escape the parts suppliers.
Yeah, so he already knows what I have, but he has sworn to secrecy not to say anything.
Yeah, he already told me.
What? Oh, you already talked to him, so you already know. So he knows what you got.
KFX 700. I actually thought about V-Force, but we had decided that we wanted all manual quads.
Yes, it had
V-Force is auto.
It had to be us. We're trying to save the sport quads because really what me and Michael want to do is have the manufacturers make sport quads again. So it had to be, we say live axle, because that's what all the sport quads were.
Unless it was like an Outlaw or something.
Was that considered a sport quad though?
It's a sport quad. It just has independent rear suspension.
Did they race those?
Pretty sure, especially cross country. Them and the TRX 700XX Honda that competed with like the Raptor and the Predator. That was independent rear suspension. It's a sport quad.
Okay, that was we did. What is it? Live axle.
I'm sorry, man. I'm reading some of these comments.
Oh, I'm sure. What are they asking?
The KFX 700 though, is that what you were asking about?
Me, I don't. I wouldn't want one of those. You know how heavy that thing is?
They sound good though. The V-twin.
They do.
Yeah, I heard one of them at Silver Lake. It sounds like the Maverick. It just sounds like a V-twin. It sounds good.
Yeah, Travis says we should invite Pete Hager. We should.
Yeah.
He's probably busy though. You know.
JD03 saying, I wish that Honda would bring back another 400EX. I think Honda's actually working on, it's probably a 450.
I think it's going to be a 450 again.
Yeah. This is all speculation. But actually that guy that I bought the quad from today had a lot of insight. That guy actually is an active racer. So he's kind of like in that group, I guess. And I think it's Joel Hetrick.
Yeah, Joel Hetrick. Yeah.
There's like pictures of him riding around like factory LTR 450s, which I think he's a Honda rider.
He is a Honda rider.
They're saying that they're trying to base the the new Honda 450R off of the LTR geometry because the LTR had such good geometry.
Yeah, and I heard that's why they changed the dirt bike engine to a single port exhaust out of the center, was to make it more like the Europeans and easier to fit in the quad. From what I kind of understand, is all Reed says Honda making a new 450 is fake news. He just called us.
What's up, Reed?
What's up, Princess?
I don't know. I've been hearing speculations on that for like, I don't know, what, over a year.
The person that I talked to today said there probably is something in development. They would know because they do all the suspension work for Joel Hendrick, and there could be something coming down the pipeline.
Matt, that's exactly what I've been hearing. The LTR 450 geometry with a CRF 450 based power plant. Yes.
Is kind of what happens. I'm not dropping in 2020. I'm not. No shit. But Reed.
They're calling it the Hillary because it's going to be the suicide machine.
You think it would be? I mean, when did they stop making the 450? 2014?
The Honda? I think the LTR went to 2012, I believe.
Suzuki because they got no money.
And then, yeah, the Honda, I think the Honda was 14. And then obviously the YFZ that's the only one that kept going.
But we don't know.
What about KFX 450R? I think they stopped in 14, 12?
Yeah, 12 or 13. The latest one that I could find on Facebook Marketplace, because I looked at those, drastically out of our price range.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a three-wheeler. No.
I thought about that. But that would be kind of like breaking the rules.
It would be breaking the rules. It would be breaking the rules.
But we could do that for another competition.
Like I told you, I'm not riding a three-wheeler.
Well, we'll just have Pete Hager or somebody ride. I don't know if Pete would ride one.
Pete would not ride one.
They're too dangerous.
They are dangerous. I'm not dying on that thing. Not dying. You are not getting this fat guy on a damn three-wheeler. It ain't happening. I've never ridden a three-wheeler, and I'm not planning on riding a three-wheeler. You know, they're dangerous. You get killed.
Yeah, I think it's like a getting used to it kind of thing. I've never ridden them either. Once again, talking about that guy today, there was just so much neat stuff there. He had a Takate 3 there.
Yeah.
He said he grew up driving three-wheelers, and he feels more comfortable on a three-wheeler than he does a four-wheeler. So I think it's just like, what's that?
Was that twist throttle?
Twist throttle, yeah. He has one in there with a KX 500 motor in it.
Okay, that's
really. Imagine the wheels.
Did he have a swing arm on it about that long?
No. It was stock, and it was really narrow too. He said it wants to tip really easy. You can't get aftermarket parts for them damn things.
Really? Nobody makes anything?
That's got to be probably one of the hardest quads to get parts for, and three-wheeler.
I would say the Ducati 4 would be the hardest thing because I've never seen any plastic companies. And
Mayer makes back plastics.
That's
or
it.
They were for a while, but you couldn't make front ones. For whatever reason, they were only doing back ones. I don't know why.
This dude says he's got 2 KX F700s.
One mint stock, one built. I love them. Being automatic shifter. I don't have anything bad to say about a KFX 700.
I've never ridden one.
Me neither.
Is this Mechanical Hawk here, Matthew Jones?
Oh yeah.
See, I'm going to show you. I'm going to add him as a moderator because I love Mechanical Hawk.
Matt, are you gonna come out and be a judge?
Yeah.
For this event.
Oh, damn it. I didn't want that. I wanted to add. Hold on here. Why won't it let
BVC does make really cool trikes.
Hold on, Matt. I wanted to add you as a moderator. There you go. Now you should be a blue wrench. Sorry. I fucked that up.
I've heard the Honda 700XX is like is awesome for cross country. Like I heard guys riding over like boulders and rocks and shit, and they said it was like a live axle is just bouncing all over the place. The Honda was supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, since we're going GNCC, do you have a stabilizer on your sled?
There will be no stabilizer. These are my stabilizers right here.
Oh, I got one. Came free on the machine.
Yeah, free.
It was free. Swear to God. It's spray painted the other colors. Somebody spray painted a $600 precision steering stabilizer. Right over the
How about that? How old was the person that you bought it from?
Okay, all I can say is the dude looked like a biker. He had a really huge beard. He laid hardwood flooring for a living, so that kind of gets you in the mindset of this guy. And I would say he was in his mid-30s.
I didn't know if it was like a kid or something. Usually, if shit's spray painted really just right over top, especially parts that are that expensive, I would imagine it's a kid.
No, I think this guy just tried to clean it up. You know,
somebody said that one of the rules should be that you have to crane the machine into the truck.
I can do that. I will have. I did buy a trailer, so I will bring the DT UAV. I bring that everywhere that I go. That requires fixing stuff. So
I could just have Matt be the crane.
Yeah, Matt could lift it up in there. I think Matt could lift mine up there. It's pretty light. It's not heavy. It's easier.
Well, yeah. I'd hate to have to load yours up in that truck without the crane.
Yeah,
especially without ramps.
Yeah, without ramps, because I didn't bring them.
Yeah.
Now I went and picked it up in my new Super Duty, and I brought ramps. But when I bought it, it had all four tires were flat, so it took both of us steroid jerking it up the ramp to get it in the truck.
Wait, so the quad you just bought had 4 flat tires?
Yes.
Did they do that so that they could fit it in the van?
No, he said that it sat in there for a year and they just lost air.
Oh, okay.
Which is probably true. I don't know. I've never had a quad sit for a year. Do they go flat?
They shouldn't. Probably have like a leak around the bead or a plug or something.
Not even worried about it. Just going to run it. No, we're not using tire slime. What time is it? What?
Tire slime.
Tire slime.
Did you get him a hobby? If Justin got him a hobby and he still wins, I'm quitting YouTube.
What is a hobby?
It's a 250cc Kawasaki. It is a sport quad, but it's like a like a TRX 250EX.
Yes.
It's like that. Well, actually, it's like the TRX 250X. It's manual. It's a 5-speed manual. They're fun little quads, but it's like a blaster, but it's a 250cc 4-stroke. But it would be really difficult to make something like that competitive.
Yeah, no. This thing is pretty it's panther piss. And I'm gonna spray some panther piss on it.
I'm definitely panther pissing mine. I don't even have to disassemble mine. It's already disassembled, so I can panther piss it right off the bat.
Yeah, did you get a gasket kit with yours, or are you gonna have to buy a gasket kit?
No, I got a gasket kit with it.
Oh fuck, dude. What did this guy give you? Shit.
I'll tell you the story behind it.
All right, I'm listening.
So it was bought all fucked up in non-runnable condition. He started disassembling it, bought all the parts to do it, and then just set it aside, I think for like a year. And he's got all these other quads. He's doing projects. So that one just kind of got put on the back burner. So I think I could actually get it running without putting any money into it. But it definitely could use a couple hop-ups.
Okay, so you need a piston? Because you said the
cylinder. No, it doesn't even need a piston.
But you said the cylinder scored.
No, the cylinder's not scored. The piston skirts have little. I shouldn't say they're scored. There's wear.
Oh, you had some scuffleitis.
Yeah, but it will work. It'll not. Work? Yeah, and like I said, $200 for that. $200 will be spent better on a steering stem and shit like that.
Because it's bent.
Anything that it doesn't need, I'm not putting in there.
Okay.
You guys are going to be saying some of this shit is janky. But Sabo got his machine from 2 Vintage. Yeah, after he did all the repairs.
Yeah,
after the condition that it's in. But no, anything it doesn't absolutely need, it's not getting. So like stuff that I would I would never put that motor back together without a fresh piston if it wasn't this challenge. But I think it's great. It'll run fine.
I know the type of guy that you are. You would never do that.
But this time I will.
Dude, this is I'm going to tell you, like, see, like how you're not putting a $200 piston in it. I am not spending $20,000 on the best of everything. I had a
roll design frame.
What?
A roll design frame?
Well, actually, I talked to Doug Roll today. Yes, mine's on its way. I put the deposit down on the second one.
Oh, he's actually making it?
Yeah, they have 4, and well, there's 3 left now. Mine's been spoken for a while, but he finally got ready to sell one. You know, I think the avocado farm might need a tractor or something, so he's going to sell a roll design frame. I think that's how it works.
He actually has an avocado farm.
Yes,
that's not a joke.
that is not a joke. So, because every time you come out there, like he'll call, he'll be like, you at the avocado farm? Yeah, we're having some problems out here. The avocado farm comes first.
Yeah, that's no joke.
Actually, it's more than that.
This guy says Michael said he'll trade you an ATC for Panther piss. I would take that trade.
I would take that trade. Instagram me. I will send you off Amazon however much Panther piss you possibly think you could need, because it's pretty expensive. You know, that shit works great. Sean, the roll design frame, the 2020 ones are basically 20 grand. The last time they sold one was to they sold it to Duncan Racing, and it was 18,500. But that gets you shocks and everything. It's a complete roller. All you have to do is add wheels, or what they would call a roller. It doesn't come with wheels.
Big Mike asked, Banshee or TRX faster in the trails? I would say if my life was on the line, I had to pick up one of those, I'd probably take the TRX for like tight trails and stuff. But my Banshee specifically is really good in the woods because I built it for more bottom end, and it actually is pretty torquey, but still a 450 in the trails I think is just better overall. Whereas like out in the open, definitely the Banshee, but I would say the TRX 450R for the woods.
Yeah, if I was going to pick a woods quad, I would either pick a 400EX with like a 416 kit in it, because it's electric start, very easy to ride, and you just put a 1-inch longer swing arm on it to keep it from pulling up when you go up big hills, especially like in the East Coast where I'm from. Like we have a lot of big hills around here. They get kind of tippy. But if you were going to go to like wide open or the dunes, like a lot of straightaways, I'd pick a big Banshee. Like kind of what you got, Mike, like a big, I would probably put different pipes on it. You know what I'm saying? Because yours is built, yours has got big torque right off the bottom, where a normal Banshee, you got to rev it up.
Yeah. Trying to catch some of these comments here. Eric says roll design or Lone Star. I would say roll design. Although Lone Star does have some crazy stuff, like that one titanium frame, that one the 330R, the 250R that was a 330 that I got to ride at Silver Lake. That one has a Lone Star titanium frame. That's probably the most valuable 250R frame in existence.
Yeah, there's only 3 of them. Yeah. If you're going to get everyday stuff from Lone Star, the roll design stuff is a lot more higher quality. Like, you know, Lone Star has the same problems as every other ATV company. Is they have so many, God, it just takes so long to get parts from them. You know what I'm saying? And that titanium Lone Star frame, somebody actually cared about it, so the quality control was up there. But if it's just a normal frame build, I've heard that some of their stuff can be kind of janky from time to time.
I've heard that too. I don't have personal experience. I've had like Lone Star A arms and shit, and they were all good. But I've heard that from people that they were disappointed.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. Now, Michael, would you rather have a 250R or the Banshee for the dunes?
I would say, I mean, I didn't really get to ride my 250R at the dunes. I mean, I barely got to even open it up. But I did get to ride that one 330. I would say that's not even really that good of a comparison either, because the 250R that I rode is worth like $40,000. That was the one with the Lone Star frame. So that has like the best of the best. But it still didn't have the power of the Banshee. And my Banshee's suspension is horrible. It's really bunsy. So
yeah, like when I sat on your Banshee, it didn't seem like it had a lot of like front travel.
No, and the suspension shot. I mean, it's like springy.
Yeah, you could use some aftermarket suspension on that thing for sure, because you have the old J arm system, which is kind of hard to control the A arm anyway, I think, right?
Yeah.
And but I know from just sitting on yours, I like the feel of a 250R personally. I like how small and compact it is compared to a Banshee. A Banshee, it's a little bit bigger and wider. Yeah. I guess it's just
definitely. I agree with that. And that's definitely a preference thing. We were talking about that today with the guy that I bought the quad from. Excuse me. I think it was with him. He liked bigger quads. He doesn't like. It was with him because we were talking about the TRX 450R, and he said he didn't like them.
So I didn't buy one of those.
I did not get a TRX 450R. This is going to be a process of elimination. But he specifically said that he didn't like them because they were compact, and that's exactly why I like them. Like you said, you like a compact platform.
Yeah, I like how you like when a 250R, you feel like you sit down in it a little bit. A Banshee, you kind of feel like you're riding on top of it, if you will. Like when I rode a YZ 450, it's the same feeling I get on that. It feels like you're riding on top of it instead of sitting down in it. Do you understand that different type of feel?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, 250R Junkie. Yeah, Mike's suspension wasn't set up for a 40-year-old fat guy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, dude, 250R Junkie. Have you seen his?
Yes, I have.
With
the white with a black frame, I think.
Well, no, it's all
white frame with black plastics.
Yes, he's got the fucking Legger flip top seat, which is kind of
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that thing.
You'll sell me a DS 650 or is it a DS 450, Matt?
Yeah, that is. He's 260 pounds too. Yeah, you need big motor. TRX Junkie.
I've heard good stuff about the DS 450s. Other than, I think they have some reliability issues. I've never actually had one though, and I heard they're hard to service.
Yeah, I don't know anything. Is that the Cannondales?
Yeah. It's Bombardier.
Or okay, the Can-Ams.
Can-Am, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
BRP, whatever.
Yeah, they raced those for a while, the Can-Ams.
There's a couple guys that still race them, but like I said, I don't have enough experience with them to actually know, but from what I understand, they're not the easiest to work on.
Yeah, it's a different motor platform, I think, is what makes it difficult, probably. Tim Woods, I do not know how much my 250R weighs. I would really like to know that. I really don't know how much it weighs. I know that the frame weighs 38 pounds raw or 40 pounds raw, and it's probably got 2 pounds of powder coating on it. I don't know how much it weighs. It's probably, God, I would say maybe 340 pounds if I had to guess.
That's what I was going to say, around 350 probably.
Yeah, depending on how much fuel you got in it. You know, a crank for a Can-Am goes for $1,100. That's way out of our budget, Mike. We can't get one of those.
Yeah, that's the other thing, parts availability. Something like that, the parts availability is probably not going to be there.
The She hauled my ass great around the dunes. Mechanical Hawk. Come on, bud. You were running around in the Can-Am the whole time, dude.
Matt loves the Can-Am.
Dude, the Can-Am is pretty sweet. I should have rode in that thing. You know,
it's going to be badass now. There's like a bad bearing or a bad gear in the transmission or something in the gearbox. Because Matt and I, we put like a another cooler on the CVT, and we were just gonna beat the hell out of that machine to see if we could get the belt to heat up, and the trans started making noise. So it sounds like a bearing went. You can hear it kind of like we put a stethoscope on it. That's what we think it is, which is funny because that's the one thing that the previous owner said was brand new, which is definitely bullshit.
Yeah, well, like, didn't he tell you it wasn't wrecked, and then you saw pictures of it just fucking mangled?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny. The guy that I bought the quad from today, I forget if I said this already, but he lived right around the corner. I actually passed right by the Maverick guy's house, right across the front. I wanted to lay on the horn, see if he recognized the truck. So the guy that I bought the quad from, his name's Joe. His brother works at Warhorse, or worked at Warhorse, a big dealer by me. And the guy that I bought the Maverick from brought that Maverick in there and tried to trade it in, and they offered him $2,500 for it. And they said the transmission was fucked up, and all they saw everything. I mean, they're the dealer, and they have technicians in there. They were able to pull everything out. And then that's why he turned around, because they would only give him $2,500. But he knew all the shit. This guy that I bought the four-wheeler off today, he knew like all about that quad. But he was one of the guys that reached out to me in my DMs. He's like, I recognize that machine. And then there was another guy that sent pictures of it with like the frame ripped out of it and shit. And apparently it has had 2 brand new frames, not
really?
roll cages, frames. Yeah, the frames were twisted. That thing has had a hard life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, now it needs a transmission bearing, Mike. You should be able to fix that pretty easy. Let's see. Would you guys rather send Elka shocks with blown seals to get them rebuilt, or just buy a new pair? If they're depends. That's again, how much is your budget, bud? You know what I'm saying?
And also, a lot of guys, from what I understand, Elcas, if you buy them from like Alba or just like a supplier, even if they say that they are dialing them in for your weight and stuff, they're not going to be customized quite as well as if you bought them from like Roll Design sells Elcas. They will dial them in perfectly. If they're not dialed in right, they're not that good. So if you have an old pair and you send it to a company that can rebuild them, they'll probably come back even better than a new pair.
Yeah, I would say to send them to a reputable place, like that ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Mike, in my quad, I am not running Yukon gears because they do not make them anymore. I'm running LRD gears. Arlen still sells transmission gears, but the Yukon gears, they're done being made. There's no more 250R gears. I could have bought the last set from Duncan. They wanted $1,000 for them. When I called a couple months ago, they had one set left, and that's what the guy said, that they were done making them. So you either have to go to stock gears or Arlen's gears.
Yeah, I have stock gears.
You have stock gears?
Well, not really making a lot of power though.
Yeah, like he told me, like you couldn't bang shift mine with stock gears. He said it'd just blow the case apart. He said not on the first ride or whatever, but eventually he goes, you just blow the case apart. He said they're not. You got to get better gears. I said, all right.
I don't know if you've mentioned. I don't know if I mentioned either, but Justin and I we're both going to get our 250Rs dynoed when we go to Little Sahara.
Yes,
we'll be able to. We'll see the difference between the 309 and the The three yours is actually a 390, isn't it? You just put 389 on there.
Yeah, it's a 390. I just put 389 because that's what Peterbilt's are. But hold on here, let me show you something. See, I'm dying ready.
You should send your gears from now on. Yeah, I've heard about doing that with my gears.
Yeah, see, Michael, guess what? I am dyno ready too.
We got jets in there. Well, you have Electron.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look, I'm dyno ready. I got 2.
Well, if it blows up on the dyno, we got problems on the dyno.
But I got 2 of them, just in case. And then I have the Michael Sabo Dune ready kit, Dune starter kit right here. So this is your stuff. So we're ready to go if we blow them up at the dyno on Thursday. So I got us covered.
No, that would be the place to have it happen.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got you covered, though. Don't worry about it. You're with me. You know what I'm saying? I got you.
Shit, Justin. I got to wrap it up here. Are you going to stay live?
Probably for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Get all the shit talking after I leave?
Yeah. There's probably people that want to ask me stuff.
Yeah, I saw one guy asking about, he said he's trying to start a trucking company. He was asking questions and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's because I put on there that I didn't want, all the trucking company bozos to come in here and ask me stupid questions like, where's your street beast? Where is this truck at? Like, dude, if you watch the channel, it's been 2 years, bud. I ain't got none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's, it is what it is.
Yeah.
If
you guys want to see the shit talking, follow us on Instagram. It's already started up.
That's where we're doing all the Instagram stuff. Like I told Mike that I filmed in front of a dumpster because that's where his quad's going to be, is in the dumpster, straight to the trash.
Right. I thought that you were filming in front of your quad. I thought that dumpster was your quad.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it looks like
it's got wheels. It's got wheels. And it's a shit box.
It is a shit box. Right now, it is a shit box. Like one of my number one employees, Marquise, came in and he was looking at it and he goes, Justin, he goes, I'm not going to allow you to wear a company shirt when you're riding this thing around. I was like, why? And he's like, because that is not up to the JST standards. And I said, well, Marquise, we're working on a budget and I could go crazy, but then I would lose the challenge. So
you could go crazy with it after.
That's what we're doing. I'm getting all the parts ready for after, because it's going to take, again, months to get anything.
John wants you to ride with us. John's a guy, one of my subscribers I go riding with, John Davis.
Yeah, I talked about going up to Mike's one day after Labor Day. Like I might come up either the Tuesday or Wednesday after that, because I have to be back to pick up my wife Thursday at when she gets back from vacation. So, Mike, I'll probably be up to go ride.
Yeah, we could actually go riding at the that place I found today. He invited us back. He said anytime.
Does he know who I am?
Yeah, he does. We were talking about it today. He's aware of the challenge. I told you he actually came to me with the quad. So because he had seen the thing with the challenge.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he knows what Panther Piss is.
He knows what Panther Piss is. Yeah, I'm going to bring some of that. It'll be stocked up in the ATV trailer that is coming. But anyway, Michael, thank you for coming on. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. You can kind of see how it works. Hopefully we can try to live stream on his channel so we can go over there and talk shit. Maybe the next one should be on yours.
Yeah.
Sometime. And we'll kind of give a couple week update maybe. What do you think?
Yeah. I think we should do it. I saw in the comments people said do it more. Right? Big Mike, New York City says, good night, fellas. You got to do this more often. Yeah.
No, it's been good because I like it because it's different. I haven't had 80 people ask me stupid questions.
Yeah.
That they already know the answer to. It's been great, Michael. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, if I come up there, do you have a place to hide all your junk?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I could probably put it out back under a tarp.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to look because I'm going to stay true to the challenge. Because like when you come down here for Oklahoma, I'm going to take mine and hide
Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah, because I'm going to be coming right to your place.
it. Yeah. Now I have to figure out how to hide all the extra parts that I bought. That could be a problem. Shit, I didn't think of that.
Well, you got time.
Yeah, I got time. I got plenty of time. But guys, this has been Michael Sabo. We are trying to do this challenge to, I guess, save sport quads. We're on the Pete Haggard thing. I think it's important to people to have a good time. Not everybody wants to ride a side by side, even though we could do one of those in the future. Depending on how this YouTube series goes, the more that you guys watch the stuff, the more money we get paid from YouTube. Not necessarily, like, so we can do bigger and better projects and trying to profit from upgrading the budget build, maybe.
Right.
Right, Mike? That's kind of what we're trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. The more that we can make doing this, the better content we can put out for you guys.
Yeah, and I like Mike. He's got a good. I like that I can rib him a little bit, and it's funny.
Well, yeah, we were talking about that. Well, this will be the last thing before I go, but like all of the bullshit aside, we talked on the phone pretty extensively that I think we're both pretty confident doing this with each other. I mean, I'm pretty confident in Justin. I can't see him not following through. Because if you guys, anybody that follows my channel, I've tried doing this in the past and it just didn't work out. You just have to have somebody that's reliable. And I think between the two of us, we're going to come together and make something really good for you guys.
Yeah, because you guys like watching us. Plus, here's another fun part. You get to watch us screw up, see what blows up.
And that could happen. That really could happen this time. And I'm going to beat the piss out of this thing, dude.
Dude, I'm over revving the shit out of mine. I don't even care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's good about mine is it's got good brakes.
I couldn't even tell you.
Oh,
I don't even know if I have brakes.
Well, dude, you got $1,200.
Yeah, I can buy a whole new brake system. It'll just come next March.
Not OEM.
No, it'll be some Chinese stuff.
Yeah, you got to get some Chinese stuff. All right, Michael. Well, thank you for coming on.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys. I'll go live on my channel soon.
All right. He's got it figured out now. I'm teaching him.
Yeah. All right. See you, Justin.
All right. See ya. All right, guys. Well, that was Michael. Hope you enjoyed Michael. We have a lot of fun. Is that dumpster full, Matt? No, it's got a bunch of Amazon boxes in it from the house. My wife brought stuff. The dumpster company comes every Thursday, so it was pretty empty. Hawk, it was pretty empty. Week, man. It'll get filled up. Like I got about 9 pallets to cut up. I've just been too lazy to do that, to be honest with you. Blake, where we're going, you need brakes. Trust me. Like when you guys see this location, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty hilly and they have a lot of flat area. It's pretty nice. No, I'm not looking like Blake. I'm not looking to spy on Michael. The one thing is that the anticipation of seeing what he got is going to be good. Oh, I bought the little Milwaukee cordless 12-volt mini saw I bought to cut up the pallets, Hawk. I'll get to it, but right now I got so much going on. What's up, Jay James? Yeah, sorry. Michael already left. He has other things to do, I think, with what he's got going on. I mean, I don't know what he does. It's a Friday night. He's a single dude. He's probably hitting up Tinder because that's probably what I'd be doing. You got a hot Tinder date, maybe. I don't know. Matt, are you guys using Tinder up there? You're his friend. Has he got a hot Tinder date tonight? I got to spend the next 5 days with my wife, so I'll see her over the weekend. No morons ask dumb questions. One, I had to get rid of it. I don't know about tonight. All right, Hawk. My plans for my second Lobo chassis is I think I'm going to do a set of billet machine cases for it, and it's probably going to be set up the same as the it's probably going to be set up the same as the other one, just a different color combination. I really like that 390 LRD motor. I may do a non-power valve engine this time. For the second time around, I'm not really sure. Yeah, there's guys building billet 250R cases. And I won 2 of the first 40 cases being made. So I'm going to get some billet cases. And I already bought from the R shop, Steve, I bought a whole bunch of transmission and bottom end parts and stuff like that. Mechanical Hawk says up where they live, the Tinder app is not as hot. In Cincinnati, the Tinder app is hot. Yeah, Chris, I need to work on that BJ count. I doubt it'll go down. Do they make a billet crank? Do they make a billet crank for a 250R? I don't even know. I haven't even looked that far. You know, Michael said he would have stayed longer, but he's got so many DMs on Instagram to get back to. And he is true. Like since he started promoting my Instagram, man, my Instagram thing is hot in the streets right now. I got so many people asking me questions and they want to see us do this, you know, because I think they find me and him entertaining, you know. No, it is hot. Yeah, Tinder, Bumble, etc. I've never been on that stuff because I've been with the same woman for 16 years. So I don't even know how to use that app. J-Bo, I did not get a new mic. I'm just doing it off my computer because I can't live. I usually live stream from my phone, like so on Saturdays. I don't usually use the computer thing, but to bring Michael in, I had to use the computer. You know, I figured I'd stay on here till 9 o'clock. Then I'll get out of here. Get ready and go home. If you guys have any other questions, a lot of catfish on there. Yeah, I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. You know, I am telling you guys, Blake, I am not getting a street bike. No way. I'm not into motorcycles. That's why I don't ride dirt bikes. I don't like them. I am going like Sunday. I leave for the Ford driving event. I am going to film me and my wife doing that. Do I have JST short shirts? I don't have any shorts, but I do have women's fucking panties with "How the fuck are you doing" on the front of it over there downstairs. I do have those in all black. I think I still got some left. You know, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, I can't wait to home to get some sweet tea. No, I would not consider a Panther motor for the roll design chassis. It was never meant to go in there. Just not interested. Okay, Bam Motorsports, Bob. All right. Hey, Sean, if you follow me on Instagram, like send me his contact information. I'll ask him about it. Thank you. It's more entertaining. More entertaining than cable TV. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do with this challenge. Like I want it to be not like my editing style, which I consider half-ass and lazy. That's why we're trying to get somebody to do this, uh, to help us out professionally and all that stuff. Mike had a go, Sierra MX. He said that he had about 75 DMs to answer. So this was just basically, we'll do it again sometime. Like I think the next time we're going to do it on Mike's channel and see what he's got going on there. But I'm sure Mike will start live streaming with you guys over on his channel to kind of give back to his subscribers and kind of give updates of what's going on with the budget build and stuff like that. We should talk to Project Pime for editing. Yeah. All right. We'll have to hit those guys up and see how much they charge or whatever. What's their fee or whatever. A lot of those guys want rights to your YouTube channel, and I'm not ready to give that up. I don't think Mike is either. Mike's a busy dude, He's got a basket case project to put back together. It's going to take him some time. I would say that Mechanical Hawk, Matt Jones, will be over Sabo's house pretty much a lot of weekends helping him get this thing back together. I'm sure. I'm completely sure of this. Oh, man. You must not have. I can't see how many people are in this thing. I don't usually do these Friday night live streams, so I haven't done one of these in a long time. All right. I don't have to do a damn thing. Is that what you said? Mechanical, I'm sure you'll be over there helping him, man. I'm sure you'll be over there helping him. Dave Ski, my first car was a 1990 Ford Probe 4-cylinder. It was champagne colored with that 90s red Ford interior. Do you guys remember that? That was my first car. I show up and Mike's got it done. Yeah, right. I've seen Mike work. He's very methodical. Oh, yeah. It was a 4-banger, dude. 1990 Ford Probe 5-speed is what I had for my first car. Which, it was an all right car. It was fun to drive. Yeah, porno red interior. Yes. That 90s Ford red interior. You're like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe that was a thing. What's up, Frontier? I couldn't believe that was a thing. Like in 1990 with Ford fucking red interior. You're like, ugh. Ford Probe. It was a great car. It did have flip-up headlights. Yep. I didn't have the GT version. It was just a regular Ford Probe. Regular Ford Probe, dude. It was quality, man. Everybody's first car always sucked. Always sucked. John Holmes red. That is it. Well, shit. If you guys ain't got nothing for me, I'm going to get off here. I won't be on live this weekend on my normal channel or on my normal Saturday afternoon. I'm playing golf and a golf outing tomorrow, which I will give you guys positive news. Last night, I did win Golf League. Me and my partner took Golf League. We are Golf League champions. So that was a positive this week. I got to tell all the guys that I golf with that they suck and, that they're not as good as me and all that type of stuff. The new Milwaukee Impact wrenches will be out in November, and I probably will get them in November. I have the 1-inch gun. I'm trying to pre-order that. The 1-inch with the 6-inch extended thing. I'm trying to order that, but that's when we'll have that for tire changing. But other than that, you guys have a good one. Thanks for coming out tonight with Michael. Continue to support us with this challenge thing. Realize that, sorry, it's not going to be instant gratification or whatever you want to call it, but we're trying to keep some surprise between me and him. But now that I know that the Queen knows what his shit is, it'll be funny. But you know what I'm saying? Like always, guys, thanks for watching, and I gotta fucking go.